Yes, it's me. I'm back. Today is Monday, April 19th, 1999. Well, a lot has changed since we last chatted, believe me. Maureen is totally out of the picture. Let's just put it that way. Get this. The woman is pregnant. Yes, she is pregnant. I think I was watching Extra about a month ago, and she said, yeah, there's going to be some changes. At the end of the show, it was. She announced, she said, yes, there's going to be some changes in my physical appearance, at least. And then she said, yes, I'm pregnant. Yes, this is my first, and I'm due in October of 1999. I was like, what? After that, I just totally stopped watching it because it just felt wrong to watch it. So I'm no longer an extra viewer. I don't watch it. I no longer watch it. However, there's someone else who's in the picture now. Yes, you guessed right if you guessed Britney Spears. Yeah, finally someone who's in my age group. 4.5 months younger, but hey, that'll do. Yeah, it's not serious or anything. It's not a serious crush. I mean, I know she has millions of guys crawling on her. But I think she's a pretty cool person. I really do. I wouldn't mind meeting her. Or going to one of her concerts or something. Yes, Grenade Willie finally sent the money for me to pay for my cap and gown. I'll say about 3 weeks ago. I paid for it just before the deadline. I think it was March 31st when I paid for it. Yeah, April 1st, the next day, there would have been an additional $10 fee for late buyers. I mean, I barely made it. It was kind of like I did pay out $10. The reason being is I left my $10 calculator there. Calling now to check and see if it's still there is totally out of the question because it's probably gone or lost somewhere. So I guess I'll just have to buy another one. So it's kind of like me paying out an additional $10. But I got it. I got everything. And the diploma statements, I already had that. I guess they filled that out back in December when Mom and Dad said that I can graduate this year. So that's out of the way. Yeah, I think I checked on that last week when we came from spring break. I was relieved once I found out. I mean, it said exactly what I wanted on it. Yes, I did make the honor roll this time. I got an A in physical science, and the rest of the grades I got B's. Classes I got B's in. That was great. I was happy. I don't know if I'm going to do it this time, though. My math grade's kind of sorry. It isn't that the stuff's hard or anything. It says so easy. I'm just kind of slacking off, you know. And let's see, what else? Yeah, we're looking for a car. I was really interested in this Buick Century last week, but I found out that this old lady was trying to rip me off, but it had good mileage on it. It was an 85. It only had like 74,000 miles on it. That was really good there, but she wanted $29.95 for it. And at first it seemed pretty cool to me. It seemed reasonable, but once my parents kind of explained it to me, it didn't seem so reasonable. They looked at it too. It didn't come with the power locks, power windows, none of those features. And she still wanted that much for it, so I guess that's out. Back at the drawing board. I enjoyed Spring Break 99, but my filming wasn't all that I thought it would be. I mean, I went to the beach one day and it was really sorry. I filmed anyway, but I'm going to keep it on tape. If you ever want to look at it, I'll let you see it, but he was really kind of sorry. And the rest of the time, I just filmed me driving around the city in the truck or in the car or whatever. It was pretty good. For some reason, whenever I watch it, it makes my head hurt. I don't know why. Maybe it's just me. Maybe it's not. I don't know. Yeah, but I hope that I'll graduate in June. I mean, boy, I'm closer than I've ever been. Isn't that neat? This time last year, I was in fear. Living in fear. I think Maureen, she was in my life for a reason, though. I mean, if it hadn't been for her, I'd be the class of 2000 more than likely. And I really do not want that. I think God brought her into my life to make me, I don't know, to make me work hard for something. I don't regret having her at that time, but I think I'm old enough now to not have her. Old enough to let go. That's why she became pregnant. Who knows? Maybe it was artificial insemination. If you want to question it, question it. Okay? Yeah, but I don't watch Extra now. I watch a lot of videos, MTV stuff. Total Request Live, I love that. I watch it every day after school. Kmart's going pretty well. I mean, I'm making over $300 each paycheck. One while they were trying to put someone else in there, and I knew if they did, my hours would be cut. But each time, employees didn't want to come back to electronics, or the head manager, Mike, wouldn't let them. I was relieved. If someone else comes back there, you know they're going to cut my hours for sure. I'll probably only receive like $200 every other week. But I'm averaging, I'll say, about $700 a month, really. Isn't that great? Yes, it is. $700 a month. That's really cool. I have over 4,000 right now, though. But if I can get 4,500, that'd be really cool. I still want to move out. I think last week, Chandra and I sat through a 30-minute lecture from my parents. Yeah, they were yelling, not so much yelling at us, but lecturing us about lack of help around the house, that we're not doing much, we're not contributing much to keeping up our house. I'll admit, I don't do much around there at all, but it's because I work and I go to school, and on my off days, all I want to do is just sleep. I just woke up from a 4-hour sleep. I took a nap from about 4 to 8, woke up, listened to the top 5 at 8 on 95.1. Yeah, and they're lecturing us about not working in the store and stuff. My little sister works in there now, but I don't. I think I may help my dad with deliveries on Saturdays sometimes. I think during Easter, we stayed out until 1 o'clock. No, 1:30 in the morning, delivering furniture. I was so mad. I was so tired when I came home. I wasn't even hungry anymore. It was that, I felt that bad. And the next day, I had to go to work and work 9 hours. So I worked about 18 hours that Saturday, because I came in at 8 that morning and left work at 5, came to the store about 6, and worked up until about 1:30 in the morning. I really hated that. But I'm glad that's done and over with. Oh boy. Yeah, but Britney Spears is pretty cool, I think. Guess what? Her favorite ice cream is cookie dough ice cream. And her favorite food is hot dogs and pasta. Yeah, I like hot dogs. I like pasta. Chef Boyardee. Snowball, I'm closing my eyes, don't worry. I think that other dog's barking at you. Yeah, my parents, they went out of town to a furniture convention in North Carolina, and they said they'd be back Monday, which is today, and I'm trying to get home before they get home, because if they see me walking Snowball, I'm in some deep trouble, honestly. I really am. I don't know, I just like walking Snowball better at night. You can find more solace at night than you can during the day. Oh, boy. What else? Oh, I drive to school now. Friday was my first day driving to school again since the beginning of the year. Remember when I was parking at the daycare center? Yeah, but now I have a parking permit from Inglewood High School. It cost me $4, but I have it. Yes, I do park up front because I do consider myself as a senior. Yeah, I park up front. I don't really have trouble finding the park. It's just hard to get out. And what else? I don't know what to say now. Yeah, it was kind of funny, strange how I got the parking permit. Last week, the ninth graders were testing, and it was on Thursday, and I decided to come to school late. And one of my friends named Randall, I said, Randall, what are you doing? He said, yeah, I'm getting a parking permit. I said, oh, yeah. I said, where's the form do you fill? He said, here it is. The lady gave me one, and what do you know? The next day I took the truck there, and ever since then I've been driving. I kind of like it, though. I mean, you have to put up with those stupid buses passing you. Whenever those buses were passing full of kids, I would close my eyes. I'm like, I'm a senior and I'm walking home from school. This really sucks, listening to my Walkman. I just close my eyes and listen to my Walkman and say, look at them in their clunkers. The kids with the cars, they call them clunkers. Yeah, this old lady gave me that idea because I think when she was a young kid, there were kids driving their clunkers, which are cars or old beat-up cars. It could be either. You know, they would always say stuff about her and say, yeah, you don't ever have a car, you have to walk in. They would just make fun of her all the time. But now, today, she's the one driving a brand new 1999 Cadillac. And guess what those other kids who went to school are driving? Yes, you guessed it right. They're still driving their old clunkers. Hopefully that'll be me, driving a brand new 1999 Infiniti. No, I doubt if I'll get one of those. Mom and Dad, they won't even buy one of those for themselves. Yeah, but this year's pretty good. I mean, I better enjoy it. It's the last year of the 90s. Technically, it isn't. They say that the new millennium doesn't begin until January 1st, 2001. I think it begins in 2000. It depends on which way you look at it. But I'm so glad that I'll be out of school in less than 2 months. Hopefully. Yeah, we get progress reports on Friday, too. I'm kind of scared. Boy, I really messed up in math. But, I mean, it isn't too late. If I get a C in there, I'll be content. I'm not really concerned about honor roll anymore. At least I made it once again. So I've made it 7 times since I've been in school. That's pretty good. Come on, Snowball, let's go. Yeah, but my mom and dad said that they paid $1,500 to buy me a car. I think Dad doesn't even want to spend that much, really. I know my dad isn't cheap, so why is he acting like this time? He's like, so how much do you want to spend? I said, nothing. He's like, no, you gotta spend something. I said, you guys said that you'd pay at least $1,500. The most you'd pay is $1,500. He said, yeah, but if we can spend less, we want to spend less. I said, but you said that you would. I'm not gonna say promise because they actually said that they would. Now, why is he trying to go back on his word now? My mom even said $1,500. Now I have to pay for the tag, the insurance and the tax. Yes, I understand that I have to pay that, which should be around, about $400 maybe, but my class ring, I need to look into that. As a matter of fact, Wednesday I'm going to call Walmart up and get some prices on some. I asked a lot of people who got theirs, and they said they paid over $250 for theirs. I'm like, what? Mom and Dad said that they pay half. They paid half for taxes. So, if mine's around that much, I'll probably have to pay like around $140. I have like $200 in my sock drawer. I don't know why I'm saying that right now, but yes, I have that reserved for a class ring whenever I get it. And I need to get it soon. I think I want a silver one with a blue diamond in the middle. I know this isn't actually going to be a diamond, but maybe it is. I don't know. Yeah, it just says 1999. Wow, I have my tassel too, my graduation tassel. I purchased that when I went to Hearst Jones about 3 weeks ago, just before spring break. Yeah. It wasn't like I thought it would be. It was like in a, hold on, here's someone here. Whoa, check her out. Some guy and some girl. Look like they're about my age. Yeah, what was that? Yeah, it was in sort of like some multiplex. Yeah, but it was like, yeah, in that. Yeah, and I just kind of found the place. It was kind of hard for me to find it because I was expecting to be in like some big warehouse or something. But I was wrong. I found it, paid for it. I made it just before 4:30 before they closed. That was great. Yeah, that's out of the way. I'm glad. So when they call us seniors to pick up our cap and gowns, whenever that day is, hopefully mine will be there. They measured my hat size and all. Oh boy. Can't believe it. It seems like just like yesterday I was worrying about the high school competency test, whether or not I was going to pass Spanish 1, that is, last year. I mean, I passed both of them. Barely, but I did. That's great. Thank you, Lord. Dad, I haven't really been going to church much either. Mom and Dad want me to go with them. Dad says, yeah, if you don't go to church with us Sunday, you have to walk to work. It's not that I don't like going to church. It's just that I don't really care too much for that one. I don't get anything out of it. I'm definitely not going back to Trinity. Not because I hate the church or anything. It's a good church. It really is. If you're looking for a good church and you live here, I highly recommend that you go to that one. It's just too painful, the memories. Oh, yeah, and there was a letter that I wrote 2 months ago to myself about hell, because I was really torn because of what happened. But yes, I'm going to open this April 20-something, I think 23rd or 24th, and read and see if I feel the same. If I still feel the same, this is true love. But if I don't, it's totally wrong. And I think it's going to be totally wrong. Oh, there's someone coming. Oh, they're turning. Turn. They're not turning. Come on, someone. We got to get them. Okay, they're stopping. Oh, boy. I guess I'll talk to you later. I'm on my way home now. I'll take a bath, or a shower, rather. And, I'll just, oh, my gosh, I think Mom and Dad are home. No. Are they? Not. Good, they're not home yet. If they're home, my butt is in trouble. So, I guess I'll see you later. Alright. I guess I'll see you later. Bye. Oh, yes, and I am going to listen to Britney Spears while I'm taking a shower. Alright, see ya.